School Board Superintendent Buyout. Behind the scenes of a district leadership change. In a significant turn of events, the Surrey School Board has reached an agreement with Superintendent David Gerding to buy out the remainder of his contract. This decision was made during a special meeting held on July 24th, where Gerding, who has been serving as the district superintendent since 2021, found himself at the center of a controversial discussion. Board President Daniel Tyler introduced the meeting by outlining two alternative options suggested by the board's legal counsel. However, after a brief yet impactful discussion, both Gerding and the board members opted for the buyout, which was finalized in a swift 7-minute meeting. The backdrop to this decision involved serious allegations raised by former high school principal Tina Webb during her exit interview. Webb's report, which was made public following an information request, accused Gerding of fostering a hostile work environment and showing favoritism towards his wife, Sheila Gerding, who holds the positions of athletic director and family and consumer sciences teacher at the school. In response to these claims, Gerding provided a written statement to the board on July 21st, largely refuting the allegations as indicated in a document released by the district. During the special meeting, Tyler explained that the board's attorney had thoroughly reviewed both Webb's exit interview and Gerding's responses, leading to 3 potential courses of action. The first option involved placing Gerding on a performance improvement plan to address the allegations of a toxic workplace and nepotism, with a formal review scheduled for November to assess any progress. The second option, which was also suggested by the attorney, was to dismiss Gerding for cause. However, Tyler noted that this route was deemed unlikely to succeed. The third and final option, which ultimately gained traction, was to negotiate a buyout of Gerding's contract. Tyler emphasized that this buyout would require mutual consent between the board and Gerding, stating that offers the most immediate effect. Gerding acknowledged the proposal, expressing his commitment to his role and the decisions he made in the best interest of the school community. However, he also indicated that if the board believed a buyout was in the school's best interest, he would be open to considering it. As the board deliberated the options, member Amber Feason voiced her preference for the buyout, citing a history of complaints and ongoing issues related to Gerding's leadership style. "I feel like there's been plenty of opportunity to fix the problem up until now," Feason remarked, highlighting the urgency of the situation. Following the discussion, Tyler moved to proceed with the buyout and initiate the search for a new superintendent. The motion was unanimously approved by the 4 board members present. In a related development, Tyler revealed to the Minot Daily News that Vice President Ron Ebele had submitted his resignation from the board. In a letter dated July 22nd, Aberle explained that after 15 years of service, he felt compelled to step down due to the impact the situation was having on his family and professional life. "I am held to the highest standards at my employment as my job requires me to be honest with the utmost character. But it's time for me to resign from my position on the Surrey School Board. When the staff and community question my partiality and character, I can no longer be an effective board member," Aberle stated. Tyler reassured Gerding that he would continue in his role as superintendent to ensure that administrative duties were carried out smoothly until a suitable replacement was found. "I do appreciate your service to our school. You've been fantastic from my perspective. I appreciate your years of dedication," Tyler expressed. While Tyler confirmed that Gerding was on an annual contract, he was unable to disclose the exact compensation figure. However, data from the North Dakota Department of Public Instruction indicated that Gerding earned $133,793 during the 2023-2024 school year. As per the timeline regarding the search for a new superintendent, Tyler mentioned that no specific schedule had been established at this point. Breaking: SPS Board votes to buy out superintendent's contract. North Dakota Education News. In a shocking turn of events, the Surrey Public Schools Board has voted to buy out the contract of Superintendent David Gerding. This decision was made during a special meeting held to address unresolved issues between Gerding and the district, though details on what led up to this decision have not been made public. Gerding has served as superintendent since 2021, making this a surprising move that has left many in the community wondering what could have prompted such a drastic action. But here's where it gets controversial. With the lack of transparency surrounding the decision, some are questioning whether the board's actions were truly justified, or if there's more to the story than meets the eye. As the district moves forward, it remains to be seen how this change in leadership will impact the schools and the students they serve. What do you think about the board's decision? Do you believe they acted in the best interest of the district? Or could there be underlying factors at play? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Surrey Public School Board buys out superintendent's contract after allegations. Shakeup in Surrey Public Schools. Superintendent's contract bought out. What's next for the community? In a move that's sending ripples through the small town of Surrey, North Dakota, the Surrey Public School Board has made a unanimous decision to terminate Superintendent David Gerding's contract, effective immediately through a buyout. This unexpected turn of events unfolded at a specially convened meeting on Thursday afternoon. A unified front, but questions abound. The board, led by President Daniel Tyler, presented a united front in their decision, but the underlying reasons for this move remain to be fully disclosed. As the news breaks, the community is left wondering what prompted this sudden change in leadership. We've reached out to Superintendent Gerding for his reaction, but as of now, the details behind the board's choice to part ways with him are scarce. And this is the part most people miss. Often, in the hustle and bustle of such announcements, another significant development can slip under the radar. Notably, the board also accepted the resignation of Vice President Ron Aberle, who wears a second hat as the coach of the girls' varsity basketball team. Though Aberle's resignation wasn't a topic of discussion during the meeting, Board President Tyler confirmed the news to us, leaving room for speculation about the timing and potential connections between these two departures. The bigger picture, implications for Surrey Public School. With an enrollment of approximately 420 students across all K-12 grades, Surrey Public School is a tight-knit educational community. Changes at the top can have a ripple effect, impacting not just the administration, but also the student body and faculty. As this story continues to unfold, all eyes will be on how the school navigates this transition and who will step into the leadership vacuum. But here's where it gets controversial. The decision to buy out a superintendent's contract can be costly and may raise questions about the allocation of school resources. Do you think buying out a superintendent's contract is ever justified? Or is it a misuse of public funds? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Stay tuned for updates. This is a developing story, and we'll be keeping a close eye on any new developments. For the latest on the Surrey Public School Board's decisions and their implications, stay with us. Copyright 2025 KFYR. All rights reserved.